5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go see.
Now, in high definition, sponsored by Nissan of Lake Charles.
Stand by Lee.
7 News live at 5.
And Mike Q.
Good afternoon, I'm Lee Peck in for Cynthia.
I'll leave in, going video out of 1.
Heard following a crash on I-10 in Sulphur early this morning.
Rolling 1.
Police say around 1 a.m.
We'll wipe to full screen, come back 2 center.
Down in the middle lane of the interstate. The driver got out and attempted to push it off the highway. When he couldn't move it, he tried to alert oncoming traffic to drive around his vehicle. Sulphur Police Chief Lewis Coates says the driver of a semi didn't see him and hit the car, sending it off the roadway. A woman was ejected from the car and died at the scene.
Stand by wipe to full screen.
In the back seat suffered moderate injuries.
Full screen's up.
Missing elderly
I'm at 2 centered for burglary barn.
Been in the Cameron Parish
Barn
area
burglary.
been found safe. The Lafayette Sheriff's Office says 76-year-old Hazel Abear has been located in Scott. Abear suffers from the onset of dementia.
He's up on cam.
Lake
Video out
Charles
2
man
next.
is asking the public for help in finding the person who broke into his barn early Sunday morning.
Rolling 2.
81-year-old Norris
We'll mix this
Pete
out
says
3. Come back 2
someone
center.
broke into his farm on Eastern Drive near Highway 14 and took over $2,000 worth of horse riding equipment. Pete is a former East Farm supervisor and offers open stables for locals with horses for a small fine. Friends and neighbors say Pete is always lending a helping hand and say he deserves to get his stuff back.
Sign up, kill Mike. 16 seconds. We'll have more VO. Come back 2 center. 10 seconds. 5.
And I hope that
stand by, Mike.
Find the saddles or give him some new saddles.
Mike Q.
KPLC's Monica Grimaldo will have more on this story tonight on 7 News at 6.
He's up on cam. Video out of 1 next.
A teacher went to court today facing charges of improper conduct in the classroom.
One.
Say on February 26th.
We'll watch the video out of 2. Come back 2 keyed eventually.
A 15-year-old middle school boy a nearly 4-minute-long lap dance in front of his class for his birthday. Smith posted a $20,000 bond following her initial arrest. The school district says she's since been removed from the campus during the investigation. A newborn in Texas is recovering, and his mother faces possible criminal charges after Coons police say a pet raccoon attacked the infant. The 2-week-old baby boy suffered scratches above his left eye and across the top of his head. A preliminary investigation suggests the baby was left inside the home along with 2 pet raccoons. Police say the mother may be charged with abandoning or endangering her child. Raccoons have since been euthanized. They remain sent to a lab for rabies testing.
He's up on cam. Pack shot at 3.
Shots in a major gun debate have been fired in Indianapolis today. The National Rifle Association opened its annual convention while opponents pushing for stricter gun laws also gathered. Jay Gray has more.
Sound up 3, kill Mike.
As the National Rifle Association,
this runs 142. We'll come at 2 keyed for a tag.
75,000 gun owners from across the country have gathered looking to NRA leaders for political ammo going into the midterm elections.
It is absolutely awesome, and it's not just the displays, it's also just the people. These are good American people.
The group has momentum coming into their yearly meeting. On Wednesday,
I got to center. We'll come back center.
Guns everywhere bill that will allow gun
center up. Yeah, we'll come back center.
Carry permits to take their weapons into school zones, churches, government buildings, and even some bars. On the other side, the crowd is gathering as well.
Before us today stands the
1 minute.
Goliath of the gun lobby, and we are the Davids called to protect and serve those that cannot protect themselves.
Many whose lives have been affected by gun violence to counter the NRA with a message of control.
We want to see common sense, common ground, middle of the road stuff like background checks that we know save lives.
A part of that push includes this television campaign.
It's going to take every survivor.
Produced by Every Town for Gun Safety, an organization
about 30 seconds.
New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who's pledged $50 million of his own money to fight for stricter gun laws.
Mr. Bloomberg, you're an arrogant hypocrite.
20 seconds.
Stay out of our homes, stay out of our refrigerators, and stay the hell out of our gun cabinets, because this freedom is not for sale.
10 seconds.
But it is the center of a duel playing outright.
Stand by Lee's Mike.
In Indianapolis, Jay Gray, NBC News.
Mike Q.
Governor Bobby Jindal
Gonna be out of one.
Republican speaking at today's leadership forum. This weekend's festivities are expected to include shooting, hunting, and outdoor exhibits, as well as rallies, seminars, and concerts. Tomorrow you'll have the opportunity to get rid of any expired or unwanted prescription drugs. The National Prescription Drug Take Back Day starts tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Full screen
You can drop off any old or unwanted prescription drugs at several
coming out 2 center, then go to the box. Stand by on cam.
At KPLC.TV.com.
He's up on cam.
Also tomorrow at Lake Charles Civic Center, the Dragon Boat Races will be held, benefiting the Children's Miracle Network and St. Pat's Hospital. But tonight there's a ceremony of awakening of the dragon.
Don't boxes up. Stand by Wade up full.
Wade Hampton standing by with the first look at the forecast. Wade.
And Mikey Wade.
Yeah, hey there, Lee. That awakening ceremony is just that. They've got some of the mock-ups of the dragons behind me, and they're actually going to paint the eyes on them, and that's said to, quote, kind of awaken those dragons. And, yeah, all the ceremonies going on tomorrow. It's going to be a wonderful day out on the lake. So let's talk about our forecast and what's going on. Weather-wise, first up, let me show you what's going on specifically here in Lake Charles. Temperature-wise, right now we are in the 80s, 85 degrees. The current temperature.
Come back to Wade and then 2 center.
We are right here on the lake, and the sensor is just to my right at the Pecan Coulee pumping station. The water temperature is up to 74 degrees. Look at the radar. No rain showing up anywhere. I do not expect rain tonight, so if you have any evening plans, it looks good. Here's a look at the forecast for tonight specifically.
Love it.
Temperatures right now still in the 80s, and really falling from there through the 70s overnight and eventually into the 60s. We could see a little of that patchy fog we've seen the last several mornings tomorrow morning, but then some changes by Sunday involving rain and maybe even some strong thunderstorms. I'll have more on that part of the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Lee.
And Mike Lee.
All right, thanks, Wade. Looks good.
Going to Erica next.
And just a few blocks over, the Spring Art Walk is just getting underway. The annual Visual Arts Celebration is presented by the Arts Council of Southwest Louisiana and the City of Lake Charles. That's where we find our very own KPLC's Erica Bivens standing by live with details.
And Mike Erica.
The Spring Art Walk just kicked off here at 5 o'clock and goes until about 9.
Alright, come back 2 center on Lee for Sulphur Family Video on 2.
Arts and Humanities Council of Southwest Louisiana. Now, Amy, what exactly is going on here tonight with the Spring Art Walk?
Well, it's not just in the 700 and 800 block of Ryan Street downtown. It's in all of the downtown business venues have been turned into pop-up art galleries for the evening. We've got an outdoor art market, live music, food vendors, art battles, and a whole lot more.
Now, I understand that art battle is coming up at 6 o'clock. Now, really, I think a lot of people are wondering what exactly is an art battle.
I understand that. It sounds like it's Roman gladiators in the streets with paintbrushes rather than swords, which is pretty much exactly what it is. We've got 10 teams of artists who have 1 hour to create a mural, a large mural, and the winner is decided on by tips in the tip jars.
Very good. Okay, well, it sounds like there's certainly a lot going on here tonight. Again, you have until about 9 this evening to come out and partake in all the festivities.
Alright, she's wrapping up. Stand by Lee.
KPLC 7 News.
And Mike Lee. Video out of 2 next.
A good time. Well, get ready for some food, family, and fun all weekend long at Sulphur's Family Fest.
Rolling 2.
It kicked off today and lasts through Sunday.
We'll back to a full screen. Come at 2 center for the bump.
Catholic Church and Our Lady's School in Sulphur host the event. Money raised from carnival rides and other events will help the school and the parish. The mission is
full
free
screen.
to festival and anyone can attend.
Full screen's up.
Friends of the Library Group will hold
Come
a
back 2 center for the bump. Video out of 3.
Weekend. Stop by Central Library on Ernest Street here in Lake Charles tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to check out the books.
Stand by on cam. Stand by your card.
Tomorrow. The sale will also be Sunday afternoon from 2:30 until 5 p.m.
He's up on cam. Sneaking the card.
Graduates begin to get those acceptance letters for college. Parents must find creative ways to pay for tuition. Next, we'll have advice on some of the best places to find funding.
3, 2, 1. They take it.